So Facebook is laying off 8,000 employees today amid AI transformation. But guess what they're telling their employees? Don't come to work today. What do you mean? No, while we're doing this, just work from home today. Don't come to work today. Why don't I need to come to work today? Well, here's why. For the last month, employees at Meta have been on the edge. April, they were told that 8,000 of them, or 10% of the workforce, will be laid off on May 20th this year, as Meta remade itself for the artificial intelligence age. On Monday, they learned another 7,000 would be reassigned to new AI initiatives. The axe started to fall in Singapore, where at 4 a.m. local time Wednesday, emails went out to workers who were being laid off. Employees in Britain, U.S., and elsewhere will be notified Wednesday morning in their respective time zone. Meta's offices were set to be mostly empty on Wednesday after Janelle Gale, the company's head of human resources, told employees this week that they should work from home on the office walls. Some workers had hung up flyers sharing a petition to stop Meta's new program to track their data for AI training. 8 employees said some workers scavenged the office for free snacks and laptop chargers on Monday in case they no longer had jobs. By the end of the week, said the employees who declined to be identified for fear of retaliation. The turmoil of Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, WhatsApp, offers an up-close of layoffs in the AI age. Last week, the networking giant Cisco said it would eliminate 4,000 jobs as it shifted more resources to AI. Microsoft, Block, Coinbase recently announced layoffs or buyouts because of the powerful technology. So Tom, we're seeing this going into companies like Meta, massive company, multi-trillion-dollar company. How important of a story is this?
I think it's very important. We covered this about a month and a half ago. I remember one of the things that I had done research and found out was that there was a lot of people, the first layoff that they were announcing, they announced in January 2026. And in that January 2026 announcement, what was hidden the fact that there was 1,500, then another 700, then another 1,000 that were all supposedly related to Reality Labs. Now, what is Reality Labs? That is the name that Facebook gave to the group that was building Metaverse. So in other words, they have been delaying, and the people that were there put the comments on. By the way, Reddit suddenly becomes the conscience of Facebook because everything can go out there and people have burner accounts on Reddit and whatnot. You found out that Reality Labs, that was formerly, what would they call that? Oculus, they were going to put on the goggles and all that. So that was bloat. So what I'm getting to is there was a lot of bloat that was delayed layoffs that Facebook did early in the year that Wall Street loves.
They spent a lot of money on this Reality Labs project. Lots and lots. I mean, I'm thinking billions and billions of dollars. And it didn't go anywhere. It was not profitable. Right now, it looks like the only product that is profitable is Instagram. WhatsApp is a free app. And I know they've started putting some ads and content on WhatsApp. But the Facebook brand, or the Meta conglomerate, is looking like a business that is not profitable. But I don't want this video to be about just Facebook. I work in tech, and I've noticed this trend of mass layoffs happening not just with big tech, but also medium-sized to small-sized technology companies. And I've also seen some of our workload reduced drastically. Even as of last week, our workloads have reduced drastically. There's been a major push in my current organization to move a lot of us towards artificial intelligence. So for those of us that have exposure and a background and a training, we are being retrained into product lines that is kind of like a co-pilot for AI use cases with our current product lines. So in short, what is happening is you're seeing a rearrangement of what it means to work white collar. And it started with technology, because technology is the one that is killing itself, right? So AI is killing traditional IT, but there's still opportunities in IT. They're there, but all these elite Meta employees will be competing for these other jobs that remain in the technology space. And it looks like for white collar jobs, the only people that have a chance are people that are going to really, really learn artificial intelligence at a technical level, not just the use cases, but at a technical level, which is, for example, machine learning, AI integration with cloud technologies and emerging technologies. more innovative approaches to other types of compute resources like quantum. Like this is where the world is going. So you can see that college enrollment is down. People are worried if you should even go to college at all. Blue collar jobs are popping. So a lot of men, for example, are trying to look at the possibility of going towards more blue collar roles, which I think it's a good idea, right? It's a good idea. We cannot all be college graduates and seeking college jobs. Now, this is graduation season. And on Facebook, I'm seeing a lot of my friends get degrees and a lot of my friends' children get degrees. And in the past, I'd be so excited about it. I knew they had an opportunity ahead of them. But this week has felt completely different. When I see them post, I'm like, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, you got a master's. Good luck. What are you going to do with it? Right? And I'm always looking at what the master's degree is in. So whenever they make a post, I want to see what they studied. I don't care that you have a master's degree. I want to see what the master's degree is in. Master's degree in what? And I think through my skull, okay, what are your chances? Now, if you're already employed and you go to graduate school, that could be a plus. But if you're out there just going to graduate school hoping that you're going to get a good job, I think you have to think differently. Yeah, the world is changing. You have to change with it. Now, as a broader economy, what is this going to mean for us? If everybody's getting laid off and nobody has a job, economics or economies tend to correct. At some point, we have to maybe limit the dependence on artificial intelligence so that we can create jobs and incentives for ourselves. If not, these companies will be producing product and nobody will have the money to buy it. And somehow these systems will find a way to correct, but not after there's been so much damage to the economy and to people's pockets. This is a very scary time for the people that quote unquote believe that they did it right. What are they going to do with their lives? It's pretty scary.
Loves it when you take a one-time charge and it's not long-term, because now you've reduced operating expenses. As long as you're showing growth, now your PE's up. Life is good. Good things are happening. But what this is signaling is a bigger contraction. And the big statement inside of the Facebook announcement that I saw, 7,000 people internally being reassigned to AI initiatives from whatever they were working on. And I was trying to find on Reddit and other places how much of that was Reality Labs. And the answer is a good amount of it is, but I didn't find any like hard figures. So if
Yeah, it could be because the guys that are in Reality Labs are usually engineers. So they have some technical expertise to learn machine learning if they haven't learned it in college already. And if you learned it in college 5 years ago and you've really forgotten how to program, for example, in Python, they can just retrain you within 3 months to remember some of the core key concepts, in programming, and that can put you back. This is why they are doing the reassignment, because these people have the base skill to be able to get into the other emerging technology. But for people that are in HR, non-technical roles, if you get laid off like this is pretty much it.